Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to today's Japa session. Nice to see all of you because we are coming very close to Gurpunim. Today we thought to think and remember Lord Chaitanya while chanting the holy name, because after all, this is very much the blessings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that we have the Maha Mantra and that we have this process of chanting the holy name. So the first inspiration, we will focus on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction in chanting the holy name. We know that Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu gave us the Shikshashtakam prayers, which are shiksha. They are like instructions, but they are not so much written in instruction form. Maybe the one should chant the holy name in a humble state of mind. That sounds a little like instruction, but most of the verses, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glorifies the holy name or explain how his chanting is not coming really like very strongly as a form of shiksha or instruction. But in Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave instruction to the Navadvipvasi, and there he speaks very directly, giving a serious instruction for the chanting of the holy name. This is Chaitanya Bhagavat Madhya Kanda 23, 76, 78. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, perform japa of this Maha Mantra with nirbandha. And nirbandha is translated as perseverance and determination. By this mantra, all perfection will be attained. Perform japa always and know that there is no other rules for such japa. So nirbandha or determination. This is actually very, very important rule of chanting the holy name, because if we are not much determined into our chanting and we do it as a matter of duty or as a matter of routine, there is all chances that our japa will not be enlivened. And because the mind is so powerful, we need actually to have also coming from our side a certain power or certain determination to chant the holy name properly. And for that, first we need to have a goal. Where do we direct our determination? And today we will have it to hear full mantras, one mantra after the other. We often come back to this point in our Japa meditation, but it's very helpful when we give a task to the mind for a small amount of time, at least one mantra, or at least half a mantra. Actually, Bhurichan Prabhu said that even if a mantra is too difficult or half a mantra is too difficult, just to hear one pair of holy names, it's actually creating a disposition for more attentiveness and more ability to hear the holy name. And Bhurichan Prabhu was giving this very powerful tip that at the beginning of every mantra, it's almost like we make a very subtle sankalpa. Okay, this mantra, I will hear it fully. And then the mantra passes. And then this mantra, I will hear it fully. And then we can surely say that we are chanting with determination. We have our goal. We want to hear the holy name fully, at least full mantras. And then we make determination by using sankalpa or vow that now I will really try to hear the holy name properly. So this is the beginning, but we connect also with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is his instruction. Therefore, there will be a beautiful picture of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on the screen that you can look at from time to time. And also remember, eventually when the mind goes away, remember, oh, this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction to me on how to chant the holy name. Now I will try, and I will surely please Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and I will surely be connected to him by trying to fulfill his instructions. So now we connect with Vani, the instruction of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in chanting the holy name, and we can give the task to the holy name, to the mind, one mantra after the other, and we go full power with as much determination as we can. Hare Krishna. Today I was hearing that Sutta Goswami was defined as a person being Ugra Shravan, Ugra Shravan, which literally means a ferocious hearer. We sometimes hear of ferocious eater that eat like ferociously, that eat a lot, but he was a ferocious hearer. He was just wanted to hear and hear and hear and hear again and again and again and again. I was thinking, as we chant, we should also be a ferocious hearer of the holy name. And like the one who eats, it's one bite after one bite. We hear mantra after mantra after mantra. We should hear with this mood. I was hearing recently my spiritual master, His Holiness Sachinandana Swami, in Govardhan in the last seminar that he was giving. He was also speaking about the holy name, and he was explaining how we can combine the chanting with meditation. And Maharaj gave the example of making tea. He said, tea, you have a glass of boiling water and you have a tea bag that you put in the water. So you have two things. But after, sometimes you take off the tea bag and the tea is there, and the two things are actually in one. So when we combine meditation with the chanting of the holy name, it's like the tea bag is remembrance of Krishna's form, of Krishna's pastimes, of Krishna's quality, and we have to let it impregnate into our consciousness. And then after, we don't need it so much because the consciousness is colored by Krishna, and then we can chant in the full attention to the holy name, but having the consciousness colored by the impetus of remembering Krishna. So we will try to do that now with the form of the Lord. We'll try to place a picture of Lord Chaitanya in the background of the mind. You can remember like putting the tea into the water, and we will try to, you can look it a few times on the screen and try to take it in the background of your mind and let it color the whole consciousness, the whole mind become colored by this beautiful picture of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And at the same time, we keep using determination. We become a ferocious hearer of each mantra with full power. And anytime the mind goes away, remember Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and meditate on this form. And before we go to it, I will just read one small description of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's beauty. And if you can catch only maybe one thing of this description, it's short, it's 3 sentences. And any times that you will bring your mind back, you try to remember that particular aspect of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body or form. So here it comes. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's beautiful hair is bound in a top knot and held together by a string of pearls. His moon-like face bears the nectar of his gentle smile. His beautiful golden body is adorned with lovely garments and anointed with sandalwood pulp. He is bedecked with garlands of various glistening ornaments. So try to visualize the form of the Lord, try to remember the form of the Lord, and stay focused on the holy name. And that sometimes the consciousness should be colored enough so you can just stay with the holy name and feel Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's presence with you. Hare Krishna. So for the last part of today, we will keep trying to remember Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as we chant the holy name. And this time we will connect with one pastime of Lord Chaitanya, which is very beautiful. It's when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing and singing in the Sankirtan as he goes through the streets of Navadvip. So we will again have a nice picture of Lord Chaitanya doing this pastime, and we will also hear a small description. And this time what we will try to do, we again try to get one or two small details of the description that will be our point of refocusing when the mind goes away. And we keep making endeavor, we keep trying to hear the holy name as possible full mantras. And when the mind just cannot stay anymore in the holy name and needs to move, then we allow the mind to move, but only a restricted movement to the mind, only into this pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing and singing in the street. We can look at the picture and we can imagine how the dancing was going on, and then oops, we bring it back to the holy name. So we allow the mind to move a little, but just to the extent of going to visit the pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing in Sankirtan, and then we bring the mind back into the chanting. So here is the description of the pastime. You can imagine or visualize in your mind's eyes Mayapur Dham with many palm trees and the Ganga and other beautiful stream of water. And Lord Chaitanya and his devotees are engaged in Kirtan, Nagar Sankirtan. They are maddened in joyful bliss. Their bodies are ornamented with the priceless jewel of ecstasy. In a mood of happiness, their chanting pervades the pleasure garden along the Ganga's banks. Their chanting enters the town like a monsoon cloud, drenching all in the deluge of love of God. People come to their doorway, and the vision of Gaurachandra's form of love decorates their hearts. Waves of ecstasy reverberate through the universe, pacifying humans, demigods, and demons alike. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining us today. I hope Lord Chaitanya was taking place in the place of the heart, sitting in your heart. There is actually a prayer that I'm not sure. Anarpitanchali Chirat, is it Rupa Goswami? I'm not sure, but he said at the end of the prayer, may he be firmly situated in the core of your heart. So this is also my desire after such a session. I was meditating a little bit on this point of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There was the description that it is like a rain cloud that is entering, it is going to overflood everyone in Navadvip with love of God. And I think we know when the storm is coming and you see the black cloud coming, you know, okay, here we will get it. it will be intense. So there nothing was changing into the visual parts, but the love of God was just coming. They will see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu coming, and they will know, okay, we'll get it now. Love of God will be there and inundates all our hearts. That was a little meditation on that. And of course, it's very clear, always the Maha Mantra should be in the foreground, and those meditations are there to help us and facilitate us to chant nicely. Not that we lose ourselves too much in thinking, but we want to stay as much as possible with the holy name. Still, if our minds wander, it's much better that it wanders on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Lila and Guna and Rupa, rather than wandering on the world and on I, and me, and so on and so forth. So it's still much better. So I thank you for your kind participation, and I will share with you on the chat the two small meditation we had. You might like to memorize them and remember them on Gorpunim Day, maybe when you are in the Abhishek or when you are singing or chanting or whatever, you might like to try remember some of them, and it will definitely enhance your devotional feelings. All the best. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much. All the best.